All right, guys, just a quick training for people who had questions about how to use a spreadsheet, how to understand, how to calculate your position size, how to use it to even calculate what you would get if you follow other signals. Let's say someone else's signals, like they might look good, you might get a win, but at the end of the day, you might only be getting maybe, $50 for every win and $100 for every loss. And that's what R means. This R right here, guys, I would like everyone to really learn how to use the R instead of using leverage or 50x, 100x, because leverage at the end of the day doesn't really matter. All it does is provide you with enough buying power to make the trade that's required with whatever R you're trying to get, or whatever stop loss you're trying to use, right? For example, if you have a trade where you're buying BTC at $20,000 and your stop loss is $19,990, you're only risking $10 per trade, right? Because if your stop loss gets hit, you're only risking $10 per BTC. But if your account only has $1,000, you can't risk $10 per BTC, because even if you buy $1,000 worth of BTC and it hits your stop loss, you're only going to go, lose maybe $1. So that's what leverage comes in. Leverage allows you to buy enough BTC. That way, when stop loss gets hit, you're going to end up risking or losing what your goals are, because you can't make that trade on a spot account and risk what you want. So basically, leverage just allows you to risk whatever you want per trade, even if you don't have the money to buy it. That's literally how you want to look at it. So I could, even though I have a 1 BNB and I could go 100x, so I could buy 100 BNB worth of tokens. Doesn't mean I'm going to spend all 100 BNB on one trade, because you got to think about it. Where's your stop loss? How far away stop loss is? That's your risk. So let's get started by let me go to Telegram. The two calls that Chief Zaddy posted. Let's see how close I was. Okay, so the first one was this one. Okay, this call right here. Whoops. So signal. Okay, so there is entry price of 21,013 to 21,004. So let's say we're going to use this right here. So okay, so I'm going to do only thing that's required. I got to put long in here. Okay, so entry price, let's just say we'll take the average of that, 21,008 or so, something. 21. Okay, I need 2 zeros. 21,008. Okay, and we're doing a full position at this price. Okay, we're not buying any other price. We're only buying all our whole position. It's going to be here. So you do 1.0. 1.0 is basically the weight of your position, or like 100%. So if you're buying 100% here, then you put 1. If you're buying 50%, you put 0.5. Let's say you want to enter in 3 different locations. So you want to do 50% of your trade in here at 2,100. Let's say you want to buy another one at 19,000. 19,000, you put that, and let's say maybe half of your position. Actually, let's say a quarter, so 0.25. And maybe another quarter of your position at 18,000. Then you put another 0.25. All these positions, like these columns with the position, they basically have to add up to 1, because that's the percentage of your trade where you're buying it at. So I'm buying 50% of my position at 21,000, 25% at 19,000, and 25% at 18,000. So this actually calculates your average entry price right here. Your average entry price is going to be 19,754. And okay, let's go back to the original example. So this one is all 100%. It's going to be a 21,008. 008. So I'll delete these. So see your average price, average entry price is 21,008. And this is how it's going to calculate your risk. So in original stop loss, you're going to put up the stop loss. It's 19,332. 19,332. So see, this shows you per coin, so per one BTC, you're risking $1,672. Does everyone understand that?
I understand.
Okay. So this is kind of what I meant when I was in chat, talking about, yeah, this signal, and you're really risking this much per BTC. But of course, if you buy only half a BTC, then you'll be risking half of that. If you buy only 0.1 BTC, then you'll be risking 10% of that, right? So let's go back to show you this, okay? So now we could put in our profit targets that they said for the signal. Where is it? What happened to my Telegram's like disappearing. What's going on? Maximize. There you go. Okay. Let's put our profit targets here. For this spreadsheet, I made it so you could put up to 5. Right? There's a price 1, position 1, price 2, position 2, all the way up to price 5, position 5. But doesn't mean you can't do more than 5. If there's more than 5, you just average them into one column. So I could so this signal has 8 profit targets, right? So I'm actually going to put them all into price 1. So I'm going to add them all up and divide it by 8 to get the average price. So it's actually, let's see here, 21,118 plus 21,223 plus 21,434 plus 21,644 plus 21,854 plus 22,064 plus 22,274 plus 22,484. Do that, divided by 8, because there's 8 profit targets. So your average profit target is going to be 21,761. Do position 1, 100%. So, yep, just as I was expecting, I just did a calculation back of my head. I said, this trade, if it goes through, if it hits every single profit target, you're only going to be getting a risk to reward ratio of 0.4. So basically 0.4x. You know how you say, we talk about in X's. Basically R and X is the same thing, because your R is your risk. So when you make double your R per trade, you're making basically same as 2x. So if you look at all my trades that I have closed out, look at the R's. This one got 4.3. That one got 1.4, 1.3. This one is -1 because it lost, so it lost all 100%, which is 1 R. This one made 2.1. This one made 3.8. So this signal that we just looked at, it's only making 0.45 if every single profit target is hit. So it's not a very good signal, because look, you're risking $1,600 per Bitcoin, but your profit is only $700 per Bitcoin. So of course, more likely it's going to be a winner, because the stop loss is so far away. But you're going to win, but every time you do lose, you're going to lose a huge amount. Do you know what I'm saying? So the odds are this will be a winner, and you will win $700. But if you lose, you're going to lose a lot more. And that's not the kind of trading I like to do. I think it's a lot more riskier trading, because you're going to have your wins, you're going to have some wins, but your losses are going to be huge. I prefer to have small losses and big wins, That's why you see these huge R's. Look, I lost $100 here. I made $500 here. I made 150, 100. I made $400 here. You know, if you look at here in dollar value, if you risk $100 per trade, let's put $100 in here. $100 per trade. This signal, assuming it hit every single profit target, it would have only made you $44.
Nah, damn.
But the ones that we had so far, the ones that were closed, signal 1, you would have made 389. Signal 2, you would have made 216. Signal 3 was a loss, so you lost $100. Signal 4, you made 137. Signal 5, you made 147. And signal 6, you made $431. So you would have made $1,200. And this little guy comes in, thinks he knows what he's talking about. Oh yeah, congratulations, you would make $44 on your trade.
But wait, the winnings you made, what leverage did you use? Did you use like a 10x or 5x or what x? And
it doesn't matter.
You...
Leverage doesn't matter. All that matters is this thing right here, position size. So here's this is how you use this chart, guys. You put in whatever you want to risk, right? You want to risk $100? You put 100. You want to risk $10? You put 10. And this is going to tell you how much tokens to buy for your 100% of your position. So for example, if you want to risk $100 for signal 1, which is Ethereum, you buy 2.3 Ethereum. For signal 2, which is OMG, you buy 1,500 OMG. For signal 3, which is shorting XLM, you would have shorted 31,000 XLM. Signal 4, you would have bought 15,000 XLM. Signal 5, you would have bought 200 DOTs. And this trade right here, this one, the one that we're looking at, from the other guy, the one that only made a 0.4 R, you would have only bought 0.06 Bitcoin, because the stop loss is so far away that if it gets hit, you're going to lose $100. So you could only afford to buy 0.06 Bitcoin. Do you understand? It doesn't matter what your leverage is. Your leverage is you only use enough leverage or whatever you won't need to use to be able to afford these positions, to be able to afford the 0.06, to be able to afford the 200, DOT, whatever. The only thing is some exchanges don't calculate leverage correctly, like Kucoin. So if your leverage is high, they might liquidate you, even though you wouldn't lose all your funds, but they have some weird liquidation number that it might actually be higher than your stop loss. So that kind of screws with it. But every other exchange that works correctly, the liquidation should be based on how much you're buying, how much, where the risk is. So basically, it should liquidate you when you basically lose about 80 or 90% of your account, not when you're losing 10% on a trade. You know what I'm saying? Because the way the KuCoin does it, you buy $1 worth of a token, it's going to liquidate you if it drops 20%. I mean, I'm going to lose 20 cents and it's going to liquidate my trade. Like, it's bullshit. You know what I mean? It's like it assumes the liquidation price is assuming you're going to spend all your money, like all your funds and that leverage, and buy like the maximum amount of that token. So of course, if you do that, it's going to liquidate you a 20% drop because you're doing 5x. But if I'm only buying $1, like, why is that a liquidation price at all, right? Even if it goes to zero, I'm not going to lose any money. I'm going to lose like 10 cents or something, $1. I'm going to lose $1. So KuCoin is just retarded.
So then, okay, I want to ask a question. Okay, for example, now if I wanted to take these trades now you put in, and I just have $100 in my futures account, So is it compulsory I use the whole $100 because I have to have liquidity to at least hold the trade? Is it so? Can't I use like half of? Let's say I'll use like $30 out of the 100 to keep $70 as liquidity, so that my stop loss, my liquidity position will be a little bit far for the trade.
I don't know what you mean by liquidity. So let's say you have $800, right? $800, that's cash. That's not leverage, right?
No, like what I mean is, okay, I have I just have $100 on my Binance on my futures, yeah. And
$100?
you
You
were
say
saying if you use,
$100?
yeah, yeah, just $100. I'm just giving an example. I just have $100,
Okay.
yeah. And are you saying that we should use the whole $100 to enter a trade, or I can split it to half so I can have liquidity? Like what I
No,
mean by
I didn't say to use a whole $100. I said to you to buy whatever this is telling you to buy.
okay.
So let me do an example for you, okay? So let's say you have $100 total,
Okay.
and this is where money management and risk comes in. You're not going to risk $100 per trade because you're going to risk your whole account. If you go wrong, if you hit this trade, you would lose all your account in one trade. You do not want to risk $100 per trade. Normally, I would say I would risk 1 to 2% per trade if your account is fairly large and you have a lot of money. But if you have $100 account and $100 is something that you could get back if you end up losing all your money, like it's not that big of a deal for you, then I would maybe risk 10 to 20% of your account per trade. Okay, that means that the more you risk percentage of your account, the more percentage of your account you risk, the more money you're going to make, but also there's a higher chance that you could lose all your money because you're going to hit a couple of trades in a row that are losses, and you're going to, you could blow your account that way. So I would recommend if you have $100 and $100 is something that you could make back within, let's say, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks of working, or doing something online or working a real life job. Like if $100 is not that big of a deal for you, let's say you decide to risk $20 per trade, right? So you put $20 into here. You're risking $20 per trade, okay? So if you risk $20 per trade for the first signal, you would have bought 0.46 Ethereum, okay? 0.6 Ethereum costs, let's see, 1,267. So the cost would be 0.46 Ethereum times 1,267. So this is what I mean about leverage. You only have $100, but you're buying $600 worth of Ethereum, right? And to buy $600 worth of Ethereum, you're gonna need at least 10x leverage because you're gonna need at least $1,000 worth of buying power to buy $600 worth of Ethereum. That's where leverage comes in, because with a spot account, you can't risk $20 per trade and buy 0.46 worth of Ethereum because you just don't have that much money. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, you can't. Sports, it depends on your sports based on
So
capital.
basically, if you only have 10x leverage, you'll be able to open this position. Let's look at this one. So you need to buy 300 shares. What's that?
Are you teaching how to trade, or what is this?
Yeah, I'm teaching how to calculate like what your position is, how much to buy, and what leverage really is used for. Basically, it's used to allow you to buy your position, what you need. It's not really used to go, oh, I'm gonna have 100x, I'm gonna go spend all 100x on one trade. So I've recorded this, so like we'll just upload after it's done. Basically, it's kind of how to use a spreadsheet, and we put the signal in that Chief Zaddy was saying, and what happened is basically this is the signal. And it would have been, if all take profits were hit, you would have only made 0.45 R, which means if you risked $100, you would have only made $45. And if you look at all my trades so far, that would have been a lot better, because this one made $400, this one made 147, this one made 389, and that signal that he posted would have only made $44 if all 8 take profits were actually hit.
So as a dumb person, I would like to understand, for example, how much, I mean, you should maybe do some kind of YouTube introduction, look, I do this, here you go, that's my trade. So people can do portion of that.
We are, that's how we're looking at. We're looking at examples. So for example,
okay, but how about open it?
Let's do this.
How to open it at the website?
Okay, let's go. Give me an example. Give me an example of something you want to do. Let's say a trade.
Hold on. I have $71 in my PancakeSwap perp trades. Let's make a trade.
Okay. So yeah, let's do a trade. Bojan's gonna. The thing is, I can't share PancakeSwap screen because I need to be on VPN, and for some reason VPN's not working. Maybe you
But do
you could share.
use PancakeSwap?
We can.
Yes,
we found out we can.
We found out you could use PancakeSwap Futures, man. I already did it. I almost doubled my account already in PancakeSwap Futures. I put like 0.9 BNB. It's almost like it's like $500 already. In like 2 days or something, like 3 days since we found out.
That's good.
Yeah, basically PancakeSwap Futures, it's actually a lot better than Kucoin. If you could do like up to 100, like I think Bitcoin allows 200x leverage. Because Kucoin only gives me 5x leverage for everything unless I KYC, and Kucoin has stupid liquidations that we've been discussing. Like even if I buy $1 worth of tokens, it's gonna liquidate me at 20% drop, which is stupid.
Are you recording this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's go, Bojan. Let's go, Bojan. Bojan, you want to do it? Let's do a trade.
Let's make some money.
Yeah,
let's do
go.
trade.
We can all take $100. Let's all do one, bro. That'd be crazy.
All right, let's go do BNB or something, right? BNB. What's the price of BNB right now? Let me look.
Are you not going to do any analysis, or you just like you enter the trade for you?
I'm gonna show you guys how to use this chart. Bojan, maybe you want to share your screen if you can. That way, like I think when you share your actually no, hold on. If you share your screen, then it's gonna make my screen smaller, and it's gonna be hard to see the numbers for the recording. Okay, so let's do this. This is the thought process that you guys could go through. Okay, so let me go pull up what the chart looks like for BNB. Oh, it's pumping, man. It's pumping. My PancakeSwap.
Yeah. Do you feel this pancake stuff is better than Degen? Because Degen is crazy.
Then which one?
Doing a Degen, this nonsense pump and dump shit.
Yeah, right now, honestly, dude, like I just proven it to you guys. Well, literally, took 6 trades. You made a profit of 2R average across 6 trades. So think of risk as basically what you're trying to risk for Degen. For Degen, you might risk 1 BNB, right? If you're risking 1 BNB because you're buying 1 BNB at pre-sale, that's your risk because you could lose 100% of that BNB, right? You could rug. You're gonna lose all 1 BNB, and there's no stop losses. So when you buying Degens, unless you're using stop losses, you're risking 100% of your trade. Yeah. So a Degen, this is how you compare a Degen to this. When let's say I'm putting in 1 BNB on a Degen, like a pre-sale, I'm risking 1 BNB. And so that means when I'm using this spreadsheet, I'm trading on centralized exchange, I'm risking 1 BNB also. Let's compare apples to apples, right? So when hold on, where is my thing? I gotta open this up. Okay, right here. So let's say BNB is $300, so I'm risking $300 because I'm risking 1 BNB on Degens. I'm risking $300 per trade here. So if I risked $300 per trade, I would have made 12 BNB, almost 13 BNB across these 6 trades. So I'm literally making an average of 2x or more on this trade, and I don't have to deal with telegrams, with Degens, with pre-sales, with time rugging, with anything. I just put in my trade, take 5 minutes to put my trade in or less, and then of course follow it if I got to sell some proportions off, whatever. But these are like longer term trades. This is not something you do like like you got to pay attention. Like you set and forget it. Then maybe a couple hours later or like the next day, you take some profits, move your stop loss, whatever. It doesn't take a lot of time. You're not monitoring these trades 24/7. So it's not like, so you literally set and forget it. And for example, this one I made 3.89 on the Ethereum trade. So what that means is if this was a Degen, I would have made 4x. I would have put 1 BNB in, and I would have made a profit of 4 BNB, which means I sold for 5 BNB. Because I got to take my money out too. These are profits. This is not like, how much I sold for. This is strictly profit. So if this was a Degen trade, this would have been a 5x. Because 5x trade, I sell for 5x, I get my 1 BNB out, and I made a profit of 4 BNB, right? So this would have been a 5x from my this trade would have been almost a 6x. How many let me ask you guys, how many tokens launched recently that are 6x's that you could reliably sell for 6x or 4x or 5x or whatever?
Well, hold on. If they count their X's from their starting market cap, they're all 40 X's, bro.
Well, no, I'm talking about like reliably. Like no one knows what the top is. No one could buy the absolute bottom. I'm talking about if you actually went to pre-sale, not like some stud launch. There's no 40x. There's no 40x pre-sale. They're all like drop. Most of them are actually negative X's. Most of them are losses. I'm not talking about stud launches, because stud launches you can't even buy 1 BNB worth launch price.
That's what I'm saying. It's so funny when they say on the stealth launch that you make that it's a 40x. Like no, it's not. For like 4 bots that bought in first.
Yeah, I mean I could launch a project at $1 market cap. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I could launch a project at $1 market cap and it goes to like 20K and I made like 20KX. Yay.
Boy, you know what I think is a better idea to do now is like let's not like go crazy and like just jump into a random trade or something like that. I think you have a pretty good track record, so let's keep it good. Why don't you like make a recording of you using this PCS perp trade?
Yes, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Yes.
For $100, like, because it looks like everybody just wants to enter in with $100, $20 per trade, and just kind of like show us what to do on here. And then
this is not like an official call or anything, so you don't have to follow it. Like we can consider this like a paper trade, okay? Let's do like a fake trade. I just want to show you guys how to use it, okay? So right now, BNB is it actually pumped a bit. It went to 302. Now it's down to 301. So let's say we're entering BNB now at 301, okay? 301. See, put 301 here. And you're buying 100% of your position.
Where? You are showing only the...
Do you not see here? On a spreadsheet? Do you not see on a spreadsheet?
No.
By the way, you guys could open a spreadsheet and follow my where I'm writing live too. So see, 301 right here. Right here on the spreadsheet, man. 301.
No, we don't see that.
No, you're not writing it on this spreadsheet.
No, we don't see it. No.
Do you guys not see the screen?
Yeah,
no. We see the screen. The mouse hasn't even moved. Yeah, the mouse hasn't moved.
Maybe stop sharing and share it again.
Probably because I got disconnected. Okay, do you guys see now?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now we see a 301.
So let's say okay, we'll do this one right here. Okay. BNB USD. So I'm entering at 301. So you put 301 and price 1, column H, price 1. And I'm not doing any other entries. I'm only doing 301. So my whole risk, my whole everything position is going to be here. So for position, you put 1 because that's 100% of your trade is going to be at 301. Okay. My stop loss, I'm looking at the chart. Let's say there was a pivot point at 296.9. So let's say my stop loss is going to be at 296, right below the pivot point. So I'm going to put 296 as my stop loss. So the spreadsheet calculates your average entry, which is 301. It calculates your risk per BNB, which is $5, because 301 minus 296 is $5 per coin. So I'm risking $5 per coin. And all I got to do is input this information to be able to calculate my my position, how much I'm actually buying. So basically, I'm buying 60 BNB to risk. Actually, no, hold on. Let's say I want to risk $100. So if I'm risking $100 at $5 per coin, I need to buy 20 coins, right? Does that make sense? So I'm buying 20 BNB at 301 with a stop loss of $5. So, or stop loss at 296. So when the price hits 296, I'm losing $5 per coin. I have 20 coins. I lose $100. That's how the math works because I'm risking $100 per coin. So to calculate how much I need to buy, let's say I need to buy 20 BNB times 301. I'm going to need $6,000. And this is where leverage comes in. So I'm risking $100. Let's say my account size is $1,000. So $1,000 is my account size. I'm risking 10% per trade, which is, I think, with $1,000, if it's not like life-changing money for you, it's okay to risk 10% per trade and risk $100 because here's like what the results look like, guys. If you actually had a $1,000 account and you risked $100 for these 6 trades, you would have made $1,200. You would have more than doubled your account by now. So let's just say, okay, I have a $1,000 account. I'm risking $100 per trade. I need $6,000. Okay, I need $6,000 to open a single trade. So you would need at least a 6x leverage to open one trade. But most likely, you're not going to only have one trade open. You might have a lot of trades open. That's why you might want to have, 20x, 100x leverage that you're using. Because 100x leverage allows you to open, let's see, $1,000 times 100, $100,000 worth of trades. This one trade is 6,000, so you're using already 6,000 out of 100,000. So you're using about 6% of your buying power. You're not buying all $100,000 worth of tokens in one trade. You're only buying 6%. So do you kind of understand now how leverage works, how you should be using leverage? Because I'm using 100x leverage doesn't mean I'm actually buying $100,000 worth of tokens. I'm only buying $6,000 worth of tokens.
You need to add another column to this.
For like what, like minimum leverage you're going to need or something like that?
Yeah, it will calculate automatically, with the...
Well, the leverage
size,
you need, the leverage you need is basically based on your account size. So I guess I could add another input for account size. So let's say let's say $1,000 is your account size. Then I'll add a column like leverage required per trade. But in reality, guys, leverage is not something that you even need to calculate. You just set it at 20x, at 100x, whatever it is, and leave it there. Unless you're using Kucoin. Kucoin's stupid, so. But basically, leverage just allows you, because without leverage, you can't risk 10% of your account. If you're only doing spot, if you only have $1,000, it's not possible for you to risk, $100 per trade with these trades. And especially if the stop loss is very small, let's say it's only like $1. So we're buying at 301, but our stop loss is at 300. This is where leverage gets very important. So let's say we're doing a scalp trade, a real quick 1-minute trade. Our stop loss is only $1 below our entry, so we're risking $1 per coin. If I want to risk $100, I would have to buy 100 BNB. So that means I'm buying $30,000 worth of BNB with a $1,000 account. So I would need 30x leverage just to buy this one trade. But with high leverage with scalps, you're not really holding 6 trades at the same time. So it kind of balances out. So you're actually basically, you need more leverage per trade, but you're not really holding your trades versus, like long-term trades. Your stop losses are wider, so you're actually buying smaller positions, which means you're using less leverage per trade, but you're also holding more trades. You could actually be holding like 20 tokens at once. You could have 20 positions open at once. And that's mainly what leverage is going to help you do. So you could risk whatever you need to risk, whatever your goals are per trade to risk, and still be able to afford to buy it.
Can you show it live on, for example, on PancakeSwap?
I can't do it now. I can.
I mean, do it when you have a signal, you know.
I can't. I could do it live anyways, but the thing is, I have to use VPN, Canada VPN, because if I can't log into PancakeSwap right now, in the US, and if I log into Canada, it's gonna probably drop my screen sharing.
Okay, so you just we will wait for a moment.
You know what? Let me try it. Let me change my VPN real quick and see if I could do PancakeSwap. All right, I'm back. Can you guys see the screen yet? Let me actually reshare it.
I wanted to ask a question.
Can you see the screen?
Yes. All the trades you took here, were they on PancakeSwap, not on Kucoin, yeah?
No, these are all Kucoin trades.
Oh, okay. But
I don't even know about PancakeSwap, because if you look at my spreadsheet, it literally tells you the time and date of the call when I posted it. The first signal was on January 6th, and I also added the tab for my older trades, the position trades we had. Look, all 100% of them guys are wins, not a single loss. The first one was on September 6th. The last one was on December 20th, and then I just posted one last night that hasn't triggered yet because we have triggers at 21,349 and 22,349. So if you look at here, like the R is not as great because they're like much bigger positions. Like the stop losses are much further away. They're more of a long-term trade. But even then, all of them are winners, every single one. And we still got a 4.89 R, which means if you risked $100, you still would have made $500 on these position trades. And this swing trade stuff, this is the moneymaker right here. Look, we would have made 12 times what you risked. So it's same thing as doing basically like a degen and making 12x on one token, or you're doing 6 tokens and making 6x or 2x on all of them.
Can you explain how to do this 50-50% short on the Bitcoin?
50-50?
Yeah,
okay.
You just showed it.
Yeah, let me show you guys how to do this on the futures. So let's see, swing trade. Okay, see, I'm in Canada right now, so hopefully let me go log into PancakeSwap and share my screen there. Oh dang, BTC is pumping. I think my thing is my trigger is about to get hit. Oh, it already got hit. I think my signal, one of them got hit, right? The price went up to 21,461. The first entry is at 21,349. So the signal is active, guys. We're actually right at the first entry price. But I put that in Kucoin, but I'm gonna share my PancakeSwap stuff. So let me go do here. Okay. Okay, can you guys see now? BTC.
Yeah.
Okay. Make it bigger. Got my wallet connected.
I didn't really understand that trade-off, that BTC short. What do you mean by limit sell 50% position at 21,349? Limit sell 50% position at 22. Are you saying we can enter in any position we want? Or how do you mean by that? Because you cannot put multiple positions on crypto on
Yeah,
like
you can.
Forex.
You could put multiple
Really?
positions. Yeah, you could put in as many limit orders as you want. Okay, let me show you guys how it works. I'm
Oh
gonna do it
wow!
right now. I'm gonna do it live. So
Wow, I
BTC
thought you did it on
USD.
Forex. Wow.
Okay.
Because I know people can open like 10 positions on Forex. Like
Okay. So I'm gonna do it live. Okay, since this is perfect time because the actual entry point is right at the signal. It's close by. So this account, it says my account equity is $364. That's the value of my account. So since I don't really care, it's not that much money for me. You know, like it's not my life savings. I don't have to risk 2-3%, whatever it is. I could risk $100. Okay, so I'm gonna risk $100 in this trade. So I'm gonna risk $100, and $100 tells me that I need to buy 0.083 Bitcoin. Okay, but there are two different entries I'm doing at 21,349 and at 22,349. In each of those, I'm half a position. So my full position is 0.83 Bitcoin. So half of that is going to go at this price, and half of it's going to go at that price, right? So I take this 0.83 divided by 2. So I'm basically doing 0.041 Bitcoin for each price. 0.41. Let's stick to that. So the first one is at 21,349. So I'm gonna do 0. Right? Is it 0.041? 0.041. 0.041 Bitcoin. Stop loss is going to be at here 23,050. 23,050. And click the sell short button. Oh, I have to change limit. Change limit. Okay. Then change limit. This is how you enter multiple positions limit. Okay, I'm going to do the price, which is the price of the signal. The first price right here. 21,341. So 21,341. Size 0.041.
49. I think it was 49.
49.
Is it 49? No, it's not. It's 41.
No, 349.
Oh.
349.
Oh, the price? 21,349. 21.
Yeah, correct.
21,349. 0.041. Stop loss was 23,050. 23,050. I do a sell short. Let's see everything correct. 21,349, 0.041. Sell short. Hopefully that did something.
Do you need to adjust the leverage for it to trigger, or?
Okay, it opened right here. Open orders, limit sell C, 21,349. Okay, and then I'm gonna do another one at 22,349. That's my second position, right? 22,349. Also price size 0.041. Stop loss at right 23,050. 23,050. Sell short that one. Now I should have two positions. See, one at 22,349 and one at 21,349. And if you go on TradingView, it actually shows you where your positions are, but like I have trouble sometimes loading the chart.
Not only you. It sometimes worked for me, but mostly now it's not loading.
Yeah, it's like I gotta like refresh it. So basically I'm risking $100 on this trade. I would not recommend that if your account balance is only $370, $380. But for me, this is a small fraction, of my total, trading account. Come on, I want it to load so you can see on the chart where those positions are. If it works nice, this would be nice. They need to add more features to it. It's still kind of very basic. But you guys want to see all the different coins it has. Look at all this stuff. This is all the pairs. There's a lot of pairs. Okay, so technically, since this signal, it would have been already triggered because it would have triggered here. So, but I put it in too late to show you guys. But since yesterday, you would have been in half of this trade. But once this triggers, it's gonna do the sell at 21,349. It's going to sell the 0.04 Bitcoin here, and then it's going to sell another 0.4 at 22,349. So this is Chief Zaddy. You're asking. You can see you have multiple positions. I have a limit sell at 21,349. Another one at 22,349.
But now on your account, this 0.041 Bitcoin was bought?
No, it's not bought yet because it hasn't hit my trade yet. Because it's only entering the trade when it hits that price.
So this is a short. It's not like a sell.
Yes, it's a short. Yes.
Okay.
The signal is a short.
Okay, boy, I want to ask a question here. Okay, if it hits your first position, that is the 21,349, and it still maybe touches that, won't you be losing a little percentage if it goes against you a little bit?
Of course. What is your point? Stop loss, guys, is at 23,050, so I don't care about if it goes up. It's a black and white trade. It either hits stop loss or it doesn't.
Yeah.
If it doesn't hit stop loss, it's going to become a winner no matter what.
Yeah. Sure.
If it hits stop loss, it's going to become a loser. That's all you got to look at it. And that's why it's very important to decide how much you want to risk. Because if you risk too much, you're going to be worried that, oh man, it's going to liquidate me. I'm losing all my money before it hits stop loss. You have to make it to where you're risking enough that it counts, but also not too much to where you're emotional and you're like, and it's getting close to your stop loss and your anxiety is kicking in, your emotions kicking in. You're thinking if you should close it out early, because I had it happen before. This exact trade, this position trade right here that we actually had, where I shorted BNB at 358, 373, 388, and stop loss was at 405. Guess what the price went up to? It actually went up to like $400. It was within $5 of stop loss, and this trade ended up netting a 1.356 R. And if you were panicking, you could have closed this out at $400 and it would have been a huge loss. But instead, you made a 1.356 R, which is $130 on this trade if you risked 100.
I think
so. Yeah,
this made more than 3 actually.
What's that?
This BNB, I think in the last column was more than 3. Oh, no, on the spreadsheet.
What do you mean more than 3?
To the right. Go to the right. See? 341.
What? 341. What cell are you talking about? You mean 3.14?
Okay, it's not full position.
No, basically, and for this trade, if you wanted to risk $100, you would have only traded 3 BNB. And you would have shorted 1 BNB at 358, 1 BNB at 373, and 1 BNB at 388. Because it was $30 of risk per BNB. So that's why you would have only bought 3 BNB. I think I bought like 30 BNB for this trade, so I made like over $1,000. I think I risked like 1,000. Yeah, I made like $1,400 or so on this trade myself. I believe I've risked $1,000 on this trade. So I bought like 12 or 13 BNB per each per. I mean, I sold because I was short per each position. So I think I sold like 10 BNB at 358, 10 at 373, and 10 at 388, something like that.
Can you tell me how what is the leverage? How the leverage works in here? For example, you have 300. I don't know. I can see it like $380.
Yeah, okay. This is why I want. Okay, let me tell you about leverage. This is why this is much better than Kucoin. This is the way it should work. So look, right now I only have one position open, and it's this BNB long. Let me go look. Let me go to BNB. BNB. I wish TradingView actually worked. Come on. No, this is actually a short. Never mind. There's still some issues with these PancakeSwap futures. Like, it doesn't show your trades on the original chart, but on TradingView, like, barely ever loads. So it's kind of annoying to show you guys where my trades are. But I guess we could just look at it here. So I shorted BNB 10. I shorted 10 BNB at a price of 305, which is like right about here. 305 is where I shorted BNB. 305, right? 10 BNB. So 10 BNB is about $3,000. Oh, Bitcoin just, yep, look, it just hit. So my entry, guys, the one that we just had at 341, whatever it was, 21,349, look, it hit. So now we are in the trade. Half of our position has been filled at 21,349, and the other half is going to fill at 22,349. But even if it never hits 22,349 and it goes down to like 18K, you could sell this one and still make good money, right? But you would actually just end up making half of what you normally would have made because you only filled half of your position, not your full position. But that doesn't matter.
How it used 100x leverage?
Because I have 300. Okay, look, I have $377, and it shorted the amount of money that it actually shorted is $875. That's how much it costs for the 0.041 BTC, $800 or so. But it only used $8 for me because I'm using 100x leverage. So it only used $8 of my total account value. So if I have $300, I use $8. I have $292 left to do more trades. That's what it means.
Yeah.
It used 100x leverage. It used
I'm
yeah.
asking where did you put this 100x? Because you didn't move this pancake.
It's here.
Ah, okay, on the top one.
Yeah. Basically, I set it to 100, and it just stays there. I don't move it or I don't change it. That's the thing, guys. You don't have to worry about this stuff. Like, you could just do maximum. The only time it matters is sometimes you have trading fees, and it depends on the brokers. If you do higher leverage, the fees might be higher percentage-wise. So I would basically do the lowest leverage you can to still be able to do the trades you need to do. If the fees are higher for higher leverage, if they're not higher, then you don't really have to worry about it. And another thing you could do is like isolated margin and put like $100 into each coin that you want to trade and just do max leverage on that one or whatever you want to do. And basically every time it loses, you put it in $100. So basically your risk, instead of being like a stop loss at $100, your risk will be liquidation. But here's another thing I wanted to show you guys about liquidation fees and why it's correct on PancakeSwap, but it doesn't really work on Kucoin. Well, Kucoin's stupid. Look.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You show us how to change the stop loss in here.
How to change the stop loss?
Yeah, for example, like make it lower. Like if it will go to 90,000.
Yeah, so this is kind of why crypto as a whole, why these exchanges are all still shit compared to like stocks, and especially like this PancakeSwap Finance Futures. It's really so basic, and the billions of dollars they're making, like it really is no excuse. Because honestly, on stock trading account, I could literally click and drag my stop losses, and also in Forex, I could click and drag my take profits on the screen. They have lines, stop loss here, take profit here. I could literally like just drag it on the chart. Okay. But it's a big pain in the ass to do that here in crypto exchanges. So if I wanted to change my stop loss, let's go to the BNB one. So BNB. BNB, okay. So it's actually under open orders. So my BNB stop loss is right here. It's basically it says right here, trigger conditions. It's gonna sell everything if my price hits higher than hold on, this one. Okay, BNB is a short. Okay, basically this BNB is a short. So what this means, here's what it is. 321 means when the price reaches 321, it's gonna buy my 10 BNB that I shorted. So if I want to change it, this is kind of why it's annoying here, is I'm gonna have to cancel it and make a new order. So let's say I wanted to cancel it and make it down to like 315, stop loss 315, so I would cancel my order. Let's go to BNB. Now I have to make a new order. Basically, I have to buy back the tokens that I shorted. So I would have to do a stop market order. Stop price at 310. Size 10 BNB. And I have to do reduce only. That means it would only buy back if I have negatives, but if I already have BNB that I own, it's not gonna buy. It's only reducing my position. Because right now I have negative 10 BNB, right? Because I shorted BNB right here. I have negative 10 BNB. So to close it out, I would have to buy 10 BNB. So this is what I'm doing. I'm doing a stop price at 310, size 10 BNB, reduce only. I'll put that in. Now it's basically the same order as it was before, except now it's 310 instead of 321. But you know what, guys? Honestly, I don't think this is a good thing. I'm gonna close it out right now. This BNB, I made $42 on it. I'm just gonna go close position market. I'm taking my profits because Bitcoin's pumping, so I think BNB is gonna pump right now also. So now we only have one position. We have a Bitcoin short right here. We have a stop loss at 23,050 on this position that's failed, and we also have another position that will fail at 22,349, which is our second limit sell order.
But how like you showed us before to make bigger profit, like you were moving the stop loss to how to say it, to bring the profit up. I don't know the words, you know.
Can I actually draw in here?
You know what I mean, or
how to move? I showed you how to move the stop loss. Yeah, and in this case, you're gonna have to cancel it and move it up. So let's say I had a stop loss for Bitcoin right here at 26.72. I wanted to move it up to 29.30. At least on PancakeSwap Futures, I would have to cancel that order and make a new one.
Okay, so you don't have to cancel on the Kucoin, right? You are showing us on Kucoin. Okay.
Kucoin, you don't have to cancel. You could edit it. And basically, let me show you Kucoin. Where's my Kucoin account? One of my Kucoin accounts that I have. I have actually a long open on Kucoin right now, which I probably should be closing. I'll do a live trade for you guys on Kucoin also right now. Actually, I actually had to take profit. Yeah, I had to take profit.
Repair it. I think your screen has frozen.
So do you take profits manually, or can you set like an automatic one as well?
Oh yeah, now it's working.
Mostly manually, because I like to let the tokens run. So let me show you my Kucoin thing real quick. Okay. Boom, Kucoin. Okay. I'll show you guys how to do it in Kucoin. Bitcoin, let's do a fresh trade on Bitcoin. Okay. So let's say, and Kucoin's cool because, which is every other exchange should be, including this one when it actually works properly, TradingView, it shows you where your positions are. So let's just say I wanted to do a long right here and a stop loss below this wick. Okay, so I'm gonna, let's just say 0.1 BTC, 0.1 BTC. I want to buy a price. My stop loss is going to be, say, 21,193. So I'm going to go stop loss. Oh, I have to put a price. 21,194. Say 21,194. That's my stop loss. Let's say my take profit is going to be like 21,433, 21,433. I'm doing this just so I can show you how to edit it later, how to move the stop loss. And if you want to just like buy it right now, you can just pick a price that's higher than current price, and it's going to fill it for you. So pick that. Oh crap! It resets my stop loss stuff. So you could do market, or you could just do limit. Pick a price that's higher. Put your stop loss in. 0.1 BNB. 21. Let's do 21,199. Take profit 21,435. 21,435.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
So currently, I did a limit order and the price went up. So it's sitting at it's basically a limit. It has to reach this higher price or lower price for me to buy. So I put in my order to buy at 21,320, and right now it's 21,325. So I could just either cancel it or I could wait for it to hit. The thing is with Kucoin, I can't really adjust this, which is kind of stupid. I would have to adjust this order. But I just wait like a minute, see if it's going to hit. It's going to fill my order because we're only $2 away from my price. Okay, yep, it filled. So it filled my order. And the thing, what I figured out with Kucoin, and this is kind of why it's stupid. look at my liquidation price, guys. My liquidation price is 17,165. Okay. Even if I bought 0.0001 BTC, this liquidation price would still be the same. Even if I went like full on, 5 BTC, my liquidation price would still also be the same. It's kind of stupid. So anyways, there are two places where stop loss and profit orders take in. If you do it this way, with your initial order, you put them in and then do the order, it's going to be in this tab here, take profit and stop loss. See, I have a take profit at 21,199 and a stop loss at 21,199 and a take profit at 21,435. But if I want to change them, I can't change it here, so I would have to cancel these, and then you could have them edited here. So let's do that. Let's do stop loss at 21,199 and take profit at 23,555, for example, or let's say 21,355. Confirm. So now if I refresh my screen, it should show me where it's at. Okay. Where's my stop loss? Wasn't shown. So this is my profit. Come on, Kucoin. Stop being dumb. I'm gonna go refresh it again.
Basically, you are already making money on the short one, on the PancakeSwap, right?
Yep. Should have hit triggered. So I don't know why it's not showing my take profit. Let's just do stop loss a little bit lower. 21.99, something like that. I'm not really sure why it's not updating. Kucoin's kind of glitchy, but it's showing my take profit line. It should also be showing my stop loss. 21.9. Come on, guys. Where's my stop loss? Might have to refresh a couple times. Stupid Kucoin. Yeah, see, as you can see, this is one of the reasons why I don't like Kucoin. It doesn't even work correctly half the time.
Make it maybe 21,200. Like a full number.
Let's go back to our trade here. We're a little bit in profit already. Actually, it's going back up to where it was. So let me see what BNB is doing, because I closed it out because I was thinking it's going to go up, and yeah, I think I closed at a good spot because BTC is pumping. So yeah, we made $1 so far. $1 under short. I don't know. So do you guys have any questions? I don't know, like other than this thing, but yeah, this is what I mean. Like normally you could edit your stop losses on Kucoin, like right here. If it was really smart, like if this was an awesome, amazing app, you'll be able to take this stop loss and be able to drag it up and down. Same thing with take profit, be able to drag it up and down based on the chart. But I don't really know if any crypto exchanges actually do this. I know like for stocks, the platform I use. I'm able to do that.
I think Binance does it. I think there's a setting you have to set it on Binance. Could drag your stop loss and take profit.
Yeah,
I don't know
I'm
how.
basically kind of done with KuCoin. Like I'm gonna take all the rest of my cash out of here and just kind of, I know, be done with it. Let me just cancel everything. And then try it again. Because this shows our entry. Let's say I want to do a stop loss. Let's say take profit at 23,000. Stop loss at 19,000. When I refresh, it should show.
Can you use Fibonacci with these charts at the moment? The Fibonacci field, does it really work well crypto?
Come on, man. Where's my stop loss, guys? Where's my take? Where's my stop? Stupid KuCoin. Yo, I'm gonna show you how to do Fibonacci real quick. Okay, Fibonacci. Let's go.
Leave it. Maybe it needs time to load.
Yeah, usually it works a lot better. Let's do it on a different trade. Let's do Litecoin. So I'm just gonna buy.
Maybe I already want to post.
I'm gonna buy like one Litecoin. Okay, boom! I have a Litecoin. Let's do say 79, 97. Stop loss 79. Profit target 97.
You just entered this trade or you did analysis on it?
Just random ass trade.
Damn. Wow.
So now we can.
Hey, look! I made 3 cents.
So now we can see stop loss but not take profit, right?
Now it's showing stop loss, but it's not showing the take profit. What is this bullshit? Let's go back to BTC. This one's showing take profit, but not stop loss. Let's pick a third coin.
Maybe that's now it's a premium option. You need to pay to see.
Maybe this one will finally work. Market price. I'm gonna do like 100. YOLO, guys. Let's say stop loss is 0.069. 0.069. Take profit at like 0.1. Oh, liquidation price is 0.07. See, this is why it's stupid. 0.0727. I can't even have a stop loss really low because liquidation price is higher, even if I buy only like $5 worth of tokens. I hate KuCoin. Okay, this one has stop. Yeah, I don't know. KuCoin's just not working well today. This one shows a take profit but no stop loss. Did this one get closed out or something? Oh, now I didn't do BNB. There's LTC.
Hello.
Hey.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Can you make
Anyway.
a dark theme, please?
You can't do dark. I was trying to figure out. KuCoin did not have the whole dark mode thing.
because I'm in the dark.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna close this out. Done with this trade. Close that one. What other ones do we have? Hurry up. Whoops. We did LTC. We did XLM. Market close.
Oh, it shows both now, right?
No.
2 reds.
That was an entry.
Ah, okay.
What's the last one we did? BTC?
Bitcoin, yeah.
See, it's still not showing my stop loss. Anyways, look on our PancakeSwap Futures on our signal. We're already up $1. Congratulations, guys! 15% on 100x leverage. You seen it live here. Okay, so do you guys have any questions about this?
No, I think this was clarified. Show us the as Chirzeli said about the
what?
Fibonacci. Chirzeli, right?
Fibonacci. Okay, Fibonacci. The way I like to use them is let me find a BNB. I usually use it on TradingView, but I'll see if I can show it on here.
What is your moving average? It's purple, right?
I think it's 200 EMA.
200, okay.
I don't really use this chart. I use like TradingView for like charting, and then I don't really analyze anything on here. So, for example, if you're thinking, okay, this dumped, let's ignore these wicks, the scam wicks to 400. So, BNB dumped from 354 down to 230. So I'm gonna draw my Fibonacci. Where is it on here? Fib trend-based extension. I think it's just the one. Okay. So this was the move from 355 down to 230. That was your move. And now you want to short it again based on Fibonacci, based on this move. The key points to look out for is this zone right here, the 0.61, and there's also a 0.65. So this is zone, I call it a golden pocket. Between here is where you want to be shorting. That's a good one that retraces. If you see here, look, this one, when it went up to here, actually no, never mind, because this would have been earlier, so we wouldn't know that. So usually the 0.61 and the 0.78, that's a good spot where it retraces down. So it would be a good spot to short based on Fibonacci alone. So right now, actually, is probably around where you want to be shorting based on this retracement. But if you want to look at longing, maybe from here down to here, down from 196 down to 354. So let's go extend it out. So as you can see, after that, it hit the point. See, look, it literally hit the point. Oh, wow. Look at that, guys. Perfect, spot on. It hit the 0.786 and reversed. So the 230 was the 0.76% percentile retracement from 196 to 357. Look at that. It hit that. Like I said, remember what I said. These two are the biggest spots to look at. The 0.618 and the 0.786. This one blew right through. Actually, here. Oh wow, this would have been perfect. See, this is like, I don't even look at this hindsight. I mean, we just figured this out right now. Remember how I said that between the 0.61 and 0.65? So let me even add the 0.65. Okay, so this zone would be the one to buy. So it retraced to 0.65. Look at that, perfect right here, and then went back up. And the next zone is the 0.786. It bounds off of that too. That's basically how you use Fibonacci. Like
on the left, you can see actually the wicks also hit the 0.618 in the middle.
This?
To the left. Go to the
here.
In here. The wicks.
No, but the thing is, you don't know that because I'm drawing it from here to here.
Ah, okay.
So this is all past stuff. I don't care about this stuff. I only care about the future because I could have drawn this chart before I knew any of this stuff, right? So let's say maybe this was the top. I drew the chart to here. Now I'm looking at retracements, and see, look at that. This one hit the golden pocket between the 0.61 and 0.65, and it went up, and then it hit this one, and it went up. I kind of tend to ignore wicks a lot of times because they could be like scam wicks, like this one right here. So that's how you use Fibonacci. You use it as a support and resistance levels to figure out where to buy. And most of the time when you want to do a trade, you want to have a couple different reasons why you do a trade, not just only based on this. Maybe there's a trend line also. Let's say, we have a trend line that was like from here to here. That one broke up here. Maybe you might have had a trend line, or like you have a horizontal trend line. This was a pretty good support. So stuff like this here, see, you could see that this was a good support. A couple of times bounced off, and then so potentially this area would have been a good reason for a trade, because first of all, it broke through support, and then the next candle it picked up again, and it hit this 0.6185. So this candle, after the close of this candle, would have been a good long, and where your stop loss would have been below the wick, like a 248. So that's just one example of a trade setup.
And how do you know when to close it? When it's over or touching this 200 moving average?
That's why I don't close.
Ah, okay.
That's why because if you just go like, let's say, if you draw the risk to reward ratio here, let's say you open this trade here. Let me go delete this so it doesn't get in the way. And my stop loss is here. Some people say if I did 1-to-1, I would have closed it right here, right? I would have got a risk reward ratio of 1-to-1. I would have closed it here, but then I would have only made 1-to-1. If I did 2-to-1, I would have closed it here. If I did 3-to-1, it still would have been profitable because you would have closed right at the top, 3-to-1. But if you did 4-to-1, you would have missed that trade. Then boom, it would have hit your stop loss. You would have turned a winner into a loser because you're waiting too long. So what I like to do is, instead of just going 1-to-1 or 2-to-1, I like to see what it does, and then after you get some high, you get a low. So for example, here it went up to here, it retraced back to here, and then this candle was green. So I would have had I would have moved my stop loss to here, to this one. So once it hit my stop loss right here, I would have been closed out. I would have only ended up with a slightly better than a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. But who knows? If it never hit, it would have went up to here. Then I could have made a lot more money, right? You never know. So that's how I like to close it. I don't like to set arbitrary profit targets, unless it's something like right here, and this is going to be basically this is where resistance was before. So maybe I'll close out half my trade here, move my stop loss, because a lot of times it's going to bounce off of previous levels. So this is a big resistance level. Right now, this is a big resistance level, 311. 311 is a big, and as you can see here, a couple days ago, it hit 311 with a wick, but then it bounced back down because 311, 315 area is resistance. Anyways, guys, that's probably more than what we should have been teaching today, because I just really wanted just to get people to figure out how to use this chart, but now we got into more of the actual trading methods and stuff. So does anyone have any questions about what we discussed? Because I'm not going to talk about any more new topics.
How is this not?
What?
Good.
Okay, cool. I'm going to end the recording.